I am exactly on time, I think, because it is 6 o'clock. Can you hear me? Uh, I was going to do 8 minutes late because, can you all hear me? Yes? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Let's see who's in here. Oh, lots of mods. Hold on, make me some writer. All right, Northern Girl, Sharona, SP fans, Lissy. Oh, there's a bunch of people in here already. Great. Victoria, those beaches. Robert O'Frizz, Nikki. I'm going kind of fast through these. I know I'm skipping through a lot of them. Okay, so I got a few things planned tonight on the agenda. We'll chalk and we'll talk. And oh, shit. Here we are. We are in downtown Clearwater, Florida. We're protesting Scientology. No, we're not. We're not protesting Peace Memorial. We're protesting Scientology. I've got the gimbal again tonight. I feel like it's probably going to go a little better tonight. It's 92 degrees in Clearwater, and the humidity's starting to really hit hard. But I think once the sun sets back there, the temperature will drop probably about 5 degrees. It's not as windy out here as it usually is, but hopefully we'll go with the stream for a while. So we're going to do some chalking and some talking. I have a few talking points tonight. They're all, well, 2 of them are good news. If you guys want to talk about the meeting last night, that'll be additional fodder for the chat. I don't have too much to say about that, but let's see. Aaron is in CA. And so he is 3 time zones away. Oh, really, really important. You guys have to hit the like a lot. Well, not a lot, just once. But we need to make sure everybody hits the like because whenever I stream for Aaron, it's important that I get more likes than he does for obvious reasons, So we want to get, I don't know, I think one time we had over 500 likes. So maybe that's what we'll shoot for tonight. Feel like I should get going with the talking because it's later. Usually, used to come out here at 4 and then 5 and now 6 because the days are getting longer and the shade is much better. Okay, so
How many people do you think got up and spoke last night, Erica?
like
30? Do you reckon?
Maybe even a few more. Yeah.
Like average, thank you. About 30 people
Yeah.
up and spoke.
Yeah. All right. So, I have to show you my shirt, but I think, this is backwards, right? It's backwards. Okay, I'll show you from the other side. I'll put you down later and I'll show you. But I need to, let me get going with just one of them.
I have the right to stand on any city corner. I have the right to stand on any. I have the right to stand.
This lady thinks that they have a right to abuse people. So Cheryl can vent a little bit with that. I'm going to set you guys up right here. It's right. This is supposed to be. I think that's gonna be
You're Oh, I'm psycho. People have a right to the religion.
So?
Yeah.
It's not a religion.
Oh, it's so funny when people are confused. She's saying that everybody has a right to their religion. And this is always an interesting thing. I personally have not seen the emails that Jill is Brooke's wife. By the way, if you guys watched the city council meeting, Brooks is really good at speaking. But Jill, pretty amazing. Really has her thoughts together. They're both really articulate, really well spoken. Anyway, let me get this going here.
Oh, oh, honey. We need some chalk.
If you are watching on the replay, you should do this in 3x, the part where I'm not talking and I'm just talking. Feeling green, feeling orange.
What happened? Family. I got my iPad. Oh. Okay.
Gonna make a quick trip here to the car to grab and hey guys, be right back.
It's the same thing.
Got it.
Okay, so I need to mix up because I need to correct. I have this typo over here. It says church. Who spells cult? CHURCH. I mean, I don't know who does that. I don't know who's responsible. I'm sure somebody got in really big trouble for it. So I'm gonna fix it for him. So at least it'll be fixed temporarily. I mean, it's written in tile the wrong way. So it's really, really hot out here. I have to start wearing headbands out here. It's dripping in my eyes. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. This is backwards. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, I have no idea if I was in the frame or not just now, but so hot out here. Okay, so oh, I'm just noticing that there's a crown of thorns over here. That's not the way to do it. Okay. So, two things I'm going to talk to you about tonight. I think I'll fix that over there and then I'll take a little break. Sit down and talk to you. One of them is about an SPTV advocate, supporter, fan of the show. Yeah, almost. And then the other one is just some an update on something you guys want to hear about. I know you do. So that's a little teaser coming up ahead in the news tonight. All right. I'll face you back that way so you can see what I'm doing.
anything because we were Scientology that their own direct enemies are no one's doing anything. Just seeing a couple of members trying to get the kids out, trying to chase them up, but there are no people taking the roles.
Whatever.
All right. So here's just the preliminary. You know, we have to do poll just to make sure everybody's clear on it. But I also corrected over, ran out of white paint over there, over where it said church. And I wrote it cult with serif, as the rest of the font is with serif. All right. Let's go take a little break over here.
5 decibel, and that's loud voice yelling. That's just voice. So I can't fly quiet and we don't depend on what
Okay, I think you guys again cannot hear the honks. They do pixelate. The noise canceling I have on this phone does pixelate my voice when the honks go by. Or whatever it's called. It's not pixelate when it happens to your voice, but you know what I'm talking about. It gets a little choppy. So, okay, what I want to talk to you about first thing is we have
they keep people.
very lovely, like I said before, an advocate, person who watches this channel and watches probably all of the SPTV channels. She did something that I'm very jealous of, and it's something probably others have thought about as well. And I was kind of jealous that she did it, but I'm glad she did it. She did a fantastic job, way better than I would have been able to do. What she did is she compiled resources and wrote this book, Rediscovering Life After Scientology, a practical guide for rebuilding and recovery. Do you guys know about this? Do you know where you can find it? So this is what this is about. So she published this on what's it called? The Amazon, the Amazonian. And it is free on Kindle if you have that service. I purchased the hard copy, which was only, you guys, you can't get anything for $10 anymore. This was like $10. I want to be able to flip through it, but I only have one hand because I don't have my tripod out here. But anyway, I think it's really amazing. It's something that I haven't even had a chance. It just got delivered to me yesterday. So I have not had a chance to, here, let me show you the back. If you want to read that while I'm talking. You're like, if you look at the bottom, your life is still yours, healing is possible, freedom is possible, and your story is not over. I just love to do this for people who are recognizing that it's time to go, people who are leaving their families behind and a life, the only life they've ever known, knowing that there's something absolutely wrong with it, and not quite sure what the next steps are and what's going to happen to them when they cross to the other side, you know. So it's pretty fun. All right. Sorry, haven't been paying attention to the chat. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll up a bit. I know I'm probably missing a whole bunch of things. Okay, I'm just scrolling to the middle somewhere. My shirt. Okay, thank you. Is Aaron watching? I don't know. Has he responded yet? I doubt he's watching. He's probably shopping at Costco. My makeup is all over the place, so I probably won't be facing forward in a few minutes because it is so hot out here. I'm sweating. And I have sweat in my eyes. Okay, let's yes, I made the t-shirt. It is not, I don't think Mark has any merch yet. By the way, go to markbunker.com, click the donate button, whatever, just, pocket change you've got, or if you happen to have a good week at work and you can afford a little more than just a little bit of pocket change, that can be helpful. Um, but no, I made the shirt myself and I told my Clearwater crew, if they bring me a white shirt, of their choosing, of their size, that I will make the shirt for them as well. I recently got a Cricut that I'm only learning how to use. So, let's see. Call to Detroit. Yes, I saw, my phone, Vicky, I saw, my phone was blowing up today with people letting me know that the ACLU filed a lawsuit, on behalf of Save the Garden against the city of Clearwater. It's a very short article in the Tampa Bay Times. And I have not talked to the Save the Garden. It's just been nonstop since 5 o'clock this morning for me. So I have not talked to any of the Save the Garden people. But I'm very happy for them that the ACLU did this because if you've ever been involved with the ACLU, they get a lot of requests and they don't take everybody. So I think they feel like this is something very worthwhile, the fact that they would even take it. Oh, Lisa Kelson just answered that. I made the shirt myself. I used the template from his Mark's campaign from a few years ago when I made the shirt. The other shirt I had, which had lowercase m and b. I'll show you backwards. So his original had lowercase m and b. And I know that's a really nice font, but and that's a nice way to go and it's not intimidating, but I think we need to be a little more, I think capital letters are stronger. So I changed it to capital letters. So I have a plain white shirt like this also with lowercase letters. All right. Hey, I'm not saying hi to everybody. Northern Girl, let's see, Old Frizz Bridge, Brian Thomas, Andrea Russo. Andrea, your dad is Bill Nagengast and Ben Nagengast and Natalie Christensen. Are they here in Clearwater? I'm gonna wave to them. I really wish there was a way to communicate with them. Andrea, I'm sorry. Hey, Osmond. Lisa, was I upside down? You mean when I was talking? Uh, sorry, I'm trying to go through these a little more quickly. Uh, I think I've answered some of these already. You have compound questions and, okay, all right. Uh, hey, Cam Dub Caveman, Renee, uh, Mary James. Oh, the story we leave. Just talking. Cheryl Nasco, hi. Lavender. Why didn't the city council give the opportunity to do a voter registration drive and collect petition signatures? Okay, I have some confusion. I need to research this a little bit. Voting in Florida has become challenging. And over the years, I remember like registering to vote once. And once you're registered, unless you changed your address, you pretty much were registered. And or if you wanted to change party, for example, you could, you can walk up to any voter registration table and do that. But really, your voter registration lasted for a long time. So now, I think for security purposes or whatever the rationale is, you kind of have to re register every year or 2 years or whatever. So people are walking around town thinking that they are registered and they are actually not actively registered. So there is a website. I think if you just go to your local, if anywhere you live in Florida, I think if you could just go to your local voter registration website, there's a button that you can click on to check to see if you're registered. So I think a lot of people in good faith signed the petition thinking, of course, they were registered. In fact, they were not. But I think it would be good to go to an actual voter registration office and have your clipboard out there because then you can be sure people are registered at that point. Really, there's no good answer for it. Uh, you're welcome. Story we leave. Uh, okay, so let me show you the book again. Hello. Uh, this is Rediscovering Life After Scientology, a practical guide for rebuilding and recovery. And the author is Deb Daughtry. She is one of our very good friends here in our community, in our SPTV community. So that is who did the book. Hey, Cox. Well, don't be shocked. It was an awesome endeavor, an awesome project, a very generous project for you to do. So, hey, girl, Jael set free. Okay. Yes, it's a scandal that this cult is allowed to do. H. Wetzer. Lauren behind. There are several Laurens in here. I think this is 3 now with Lauren with a C. Lauren's not out with us tonight. Hey, Linda. I'm really back. I know this is probably from 10 minutes ago here. Okay. Clearwater 666. I'm not sure if we've met. Have you been out here? I mean, I get confused with the locals and their handles. So, yeah. I feel like, okay. Hey, Irish girl. Ozzy John. Oh, thanks for watching from Australia. Let's see, what time is it? I can't even think. I can't do around the world math. Yeah, we'll see how much luck the ACLU has. Since that come up, I will say my opinion on. Well, actually, let me get through some more of these. Do Cheryl and Eric know that stir that up a little bit? Um, yeah, I'm sure that the emails that Jill has, New Year, New Name. Thanks for being here. I'm sure that the email, and Joel Noblet, thanks for being here. That is the flagship building. Uh, the ACLU will probably, they've got their fingerprints all over these emails Jill has now. I'm sure. I have not seen them. That was the first time I had heard of them. So good for her. Um, hi, Jennifer Arnold. Hey, Robert. Yeah, Aaron's in California right now. He got there this last night, I think. Joel Noblet. We are we are protesting Scientology because we acknowledge that it is a cult and a crime organization. And that's what we're doing out here, bringing attention and awareness. Hello. Hey, Christina Lumbo, Sharon Thibodeau. Live to laugh. That's kind of good, right? Quiet and boring. I always welcome quiet and boring. Orcal, V. Gates from Austria. Uh, Ashulet Chess. Hi from India. Awesome. So glad to have you here. We are protesting Scientology in Clearwater, Florida. This is the flag building. This is their flagship building. It's one of the larger buildings here at their spiritual headquarters. Joel, we protest the doctrine and the policies. The people themselves, most for the most part, are not aware that they are in a cult. So we have no actual problem with the majority of the members. But the executives in this cult do run it as a crime organization. They're horribly abusive to people. And they have fleeced millions and millions and millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars from people under the guise of being a self-help program. That's what we protest here. Actually, the other protesters, we have a small crew tonight. A lot of people are out of town. We'll probably have maybe half a dozen out here tonight. Sometimes we have up to 15 or even 20 people out here with us. And also, I'll clarify, Joel, the doctrine is very complex. There are thousands of books that and essays that L. Ron Hubbard wrote that are all crap. And the stuff that's not really crap is just the stuff he borrowed from other religions or from psychology and psychiatry. So we're not really protesting, the okay stuff. It's just all the ridiculousness. Yes, New Year, new name. A little of the doctrine, but most of all the policy, all of the policies. Yes, make sure you hit the like, because we need to get. We're shooting for 500 likes tonight. There's going to be at least 500 viewers, so if everybody hits the like, then we should make our goal pretty easily. Aaron's okay. I'm just filling in for him. Why? Do I sound really odd for Aaron? So I'm Erica. I'm one of the Clearwater crew. I go by Definite Trouble Source in the YouTube. You can call me DTS or you can call me Erica. I'm just filling in for Aaron tonight while he's out of town. I'm beet red because it's so hot out here. Yes, Joel, very shady. Also go to endscientology.org if you are new to protesting Scientology or you're not really sure what the problems are with Scientology. It's a pretty succinct recap of all the issues, and there are some links there to people's channels. I need to update it with some current stuff. People have been producing some really good information. And I need to include that on the website. Yes, Scott. The ACLU will they'll only get involved if they think it's kind of a sure thing. Or at the very least, they really want to put it on the map and get people outraged about it. But you're right. I think they're pretty sure about what they're doing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Joel, this hotel right here, not just Joel, I'm talking to everybody, of course, but Joel asked the question. This hotel is the Fort Harrison Hotel. There's a nice patio in the back of the pool area and stuff. This hotel was bought by L. Ron Hubbard in 1975. And since then, they have been scooping up all the properties in downtown Clearwater. They own over 400 properties right now. So it's one single owner essentially. Uh, is John Travolta really in the house? Sir Harry, thanks for being here. Michael and Dwight. Princess Warrior, hi. I don't know if Aaron's going to do a live tonight at Cox. He is 3 hours away from this if he was going to do it in the evening. Not sure if he's gonna do a live. I think if we get over 500 likes in here, he might be too embarrassed to do a live because I will have gotten so many more likes than him. So I don't know if that's incentive for you to make sure that you don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Oh, Sharon Thibodeau, yes, we'll be doing. I'm guessing protesting might be tomorrow, not today. I think they're still trying to gather all of their paraphernalia today to get things to happen. I don't think they do. Maybe they don't do that traditional graduation Friday night over there. I really don't know. Um, but I think what they want to do may not really be tied in too much to specifically Friday night. So looking forward to whatever they're doing. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, Joel, they'll tell you to watch their videos, but the only one you need to really watch is go to endscientology.org and see just read what you want on there because that's really the gist of it. Miso for the soul. No, I did not grow up in Scientology. I spent the last 40 years in this greater Clearwater area watching all the things happen here, all the negative impact of Scientology on this community, and have been always kind of engrossed in any of the stories that have come through about Scientology, the local stuff, about how they hurt their members and what damage they do to families. Family disconnection, that's right. Credit card fraud. No, we're not at Target 2 tonight just because we have such a small crowd and it is really hot. And that's a very sunny spot. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. April, hi. Nick Foles. Is it Foles or Foles? Foles. He will be allowed back at Target 1 when his probation is over and the RO is lifted. I think those two things will go together, the restraining order or whatever it's called. Maybe it's a stay away order for one of the Scientologists. He can't be within 500 feet of any of that person's workplaces. So now that person is seen walking all over downtown, whereas we never saw him out and about before. We only saw him in one place before. So yeah, once that is lifted, Aaron will be back at Target 1. So he walked into the Life is Good Center. Mark Bunker was thrown out. I uh I have no one I don't need to walk in there. It's just not my thing to do that. I will walk outside of it. It's just not a bucket list thing for me. I don't need to walk in there and be told to leave. That's not like an interesting thing for me. I know other people like to see what their reaction is or their response might be, if they're going to be welcoming or if they recognize them right away, but that's not really my jam. It's a cult to tell. Yes, Outsman. Hey, Eyes on the State.
Staff and steering members.
Oh, Eyes on the State reminds me, I want to tell you about some legal stuff. That's right. Aaron's going, man. Erica's just going to take over my channel. They're only going to watch when Erica's posting. Uh, the leader, Joel, is actually his newest apartment is this top corner right here. It used to be like a sleep-in office, kind of studio office apartment, and they have converted it to a nice little apartment for him. He used to live actually in one of the apartments in the apartment complex that they own. That was nicely done for him. And he does, of course, have a place in California or multiple places in California as well. So it just depends on where he is, where he feels like he is most important at the time. But he's very often here, right there. Travolta's new look, a beret dyed hair, a goatee. We'll have to see, Steve, if that means anything for him. Very hot and humid here at Constance, June. I'm so far behind in this chat. I know I am. So sorry. I guess I could lean on this elbow for now. You guys can see what's going on down here. Can they trespass people there? Yeah, Jill, you've got some really good questions because I think there are people who are not in the chat who are watching right now, lurking, who are in the same position that you're in. So thanks for being here and asking these questions. Yes, a number of our protesters have been trespassed from this area here. They are what is it, quasi-public? When you've got all are welcome, please come in kind of vibe, and you're calling yourself a church. It's kind of open to the public, but as soon as we step foot anywhere, near the door in the doorway, almost not most, a handful of us have been trespassed for that. I simply don't go to those areas, um, that space. I don't think I've ever been on those steps. Maybe I have, maybe a long time ago. But I generally steer clear of that because again, it's just not to be sitting here or 5 feet away, I really don't care. Um, hey, Boomerang, thanks for being here. Oh, see what happens when I scroll up with my left hand, it covers your name. So then I have to move my hand again. Manuel Lubian. Hi, thanks for being here. Yes. Yeah. We're all hoping for that. Now we're here for the long game, Manuel. Um, so we know it's not going to happen next weekend. We know that, just like when you go to Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig, got to weigh in each week. It's a long process to undo what they have done for the last 75 years. Big boss have a private jet. I don't know specifically. I imagine he does. Hey, Moose, sister of the moon. Hi.
Why would you watch your child?
Oh, good. I'm caught up. All right. So now I'm gonna not get caught up again. So well, I don't know where to have this conversation because my arm is getting sore. I'm too lazy to hold this camera. Okay, let's maybe walk a little. I don't know. Let's take a look at the traffic. It's not exciting. All right. So what I want to talk about is I need to probably do this on my channel in greater detail. And I'm really not, my brain isn't organized to talk about this too well. But if y'all recollect or remember, um, back on August 8th, 2026. Oh, Joe, keep the questions coming. I'm not going to answer them right now, but if I go back, I'll answer them when I'm done talking about this particular fun bit of news. All right. So right here on August 8th, 2025, excuse me. No, wait a minute. Where are we? We're in 2026. So this is 2025, right there, last summer. I was standing there. And some of you may remember while I was standing there wearing a big blue poncho and a white protesting sign that a car pulled up and hit me 3 times with the car. You guys remember? Remember? Thanks, Northern Girl, for the correction. Yeah, I forgot what year we're in right now. Um, do you guys remember that? It was a big, big deal. And everybody has been saying, Scientology does all these things to us. I'm going to walk down this just so we have a little change of pace here. Um, no, no Aaron in a jail cell right here. I missed that. I wish that guy would come back out, bring that again. There's the front door.
Lisa McPherson
Harrison.
killed Lisa McPherson. They killed her. You don't care.
Yeah. All right. So what was I saying? Oh, okay. So, everybody's going, yeah, they're not going to do anything. And it's true. I mean, police often don't do things like that. That's something that easily can become a cold case. I did get the license plate. I did call the police that day. And a very nice young man came out, took my information, said, oh, we'll get the video from the Fort Harrison. I said, you're going to do what? And he goes, look at the video from the Fort Harrison. I said, dude, said, you think they're going to give you the video? And he's just this young guy. And he goes, yeah, they give us video all the time. I said, it was a Scientologist that hit me. And he paused and he goes, oh, I see what you're saying. So I really didn't have a lot of confidence, but I felt good that I had called it in. And a week or two passed, and I called this officer back and I said, so what up? What you got for me? And he said, we're having a hard time. Actually, he was dragging his feet a little bit. It took maybe 2 or 3 weeks for him to get back to me. And he said, we're having a real hard time figuring out who the vehicle belongs to. So what are you talking about? It's 2026. Why would it be? Just run the tag, He said, well, it's not really registered. It's registered a weird way. And, it's California plates, puppy. um, it's a really cute dog. Weird plates, all that. And I felt like he was being really nice. I don't think he was being especially dismissive. But I just think, yeah, whatever. Okay. So I kept calling. And then the case was assigned to a more seasoned police officer who's in charge of like vehicular uh like accidents and stuff. The guys that get called out when there's been a serious car accident to come kind of investigate that. He's just a regular officer. I don't think he has a different title. Um, but he got involved and his sergeant got involved. And they like did some police work. They went into the area, they found out who the guy was. They went and looked for him. Since a couple weeks had passed, he had already returned to California, put his car on a truck and had it shipped to California. I don't know what that's all about. I guess some people don't want to drive. Um, so I'm not going to be too suspicious. Um, yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, there was a lot of this and that. And at some point in October, because this happened August 8th, right? At some point in October, they call me and say, "Can you come in and give us your statement again?" I said, "Sure." Now, somebody has gotten that body cam footage and has put it on the internet already. So you can, I forgot what it's called, Florida body cam or something like that. And it's fine. I I didn't say anything weird. I didn't behave weird or anything. Of course, somebody in the comments had to call me a Karen in there because they don't understand that you don't have to call all women who are speaking up Karens. And there are a lot of people that kind of defended me, say she's not being a Karen. She's having a normal, ordinary conversation about something with the cops. But anyway, after the first like half hour or 20 minutes or so after giving my statement, and they showed me some videotape that uh, Fort Harrison did turn over to them, and they more or less agreed with me that, yeah, this guy hit me 3 times while I was standing on the sidewalk. After that, I spoke to these cops for about another 30 minutes because they kept asking me questions about Scientology and protesting, and they just legitimately wanted to know. One of the things I said to them was, it looks really bad that you guys are doing extra time in the lobby of Scientology on Friday nights. It looks really, really bad. Clearwater Police Department does not have to, let's start walking again. Clearwater Police Department does not have to accept people's requests for that. They can, decide whether or not they're going to provide those services. And so it just looks really bad because there's a lot of crime happening in there. There's a lot of child abuse, child labor laws being broken, and all kinds of other things. I said, of all the, I said, when was the last time you had to take a call at the Fort Harrison for a Scientologist on Scientologist crime? Never. Not in the last 50 years that they've been here have you had to do that. Um, and there's a reason for that. They're covering up all their crimes. Anyway, after that, since that time, we have not had any event. um, extra time police officers working here. So I don't know if it's just coincidental or if it has something to do with me talking to these guys on that level, where we were just having a conversation. So, um, anywho, what was I talking about? Okay, so that all happened, and then uh, oh, the officers go, okay, if we prosecute this guy, will you go to court? Like, do you want to go that far? And I said, oh yeah, absolutely. Do whatever needs to happen. And they ended up filing the charge as fleeing the scene of an accident. I was like, what? So it goes to the state attorney. State attorney is what we call district attorneys in Florida. So it's kind of like the DA, but we call it a state attorney. That's just the way it's organized here. And I called the state attorney just before the first pretrial hearing. And I'm like, hey, listen, just want to let you know I'm here, I'm around. If you need anything, I've got information, I can answer questions. He goes, yeah, why is this just like why is this for like battery or whatever? I mean, why is this not for battery? And I said, right, I know. He goes, he hit you with a car. And I said, I know. So they changed it. So it went from traffic, it went from 2 or 3 pretrials in traffic court. They switched it to criminal court. So I have gone to 7 pretrials. They're about every 4 to 6 weeks, they schedule another pretrial. They can't make decisions. They can only make one little decision to every pretrial. If Pinche Becky comes in here, she knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Everything gets extended in the legal system. She's been doing this way longer with her situation than I have. Um, but anyway, this past week I went to the last pretrial, and it was the last pretrial because the the attorney caved. So initially, like three free trials ago, the state offered that you just accept the guilty verdict or whatever, or no contest, and take 30 days in jail, 12 months probation, community service, that kind of thing. And the lawyer turns around. This is pre-trial. Okay. This is not like there's no jury there or anything. This is just where discussion happens. And he goes, 30 days. And okay, I can't, I want to be able to act this out. He goes, 30 days. He goes, she, she was the one pounding on the car. Like really dramatic. And oh my God. I had my tiaras on the whole time, but I couldn't believe how he was behaving. Like he was really like putting on a show. And the people that were in the gallery were just people that were, driving without a license and stuff. They just came there to settle this ticket. They didn't know they were going to get this little production, little community theater kind of production from this guy. So, but I loved it that he was so like dramatic about it and saying that I was the guilty one because I so knew that I have every leg to stand on and that he knew how guilty his client was. And I was just so wanting this to go to trial because it just would have been fun to go to trial with this. So, but unfortunately, it's not going to trial because this week, the state attorney, because they don't want all this stuff. They don't want to get a jury together for these things. They don't want to do all this. They really want to settle out of court. They're very motivated to do that. So he accepted 12 months probation, 8 hours of anger management training. Guys, I almost cried. I thought that was fantastic. 8 hours of anger management training, and then also 25 hours of community service. Now, here's where I stood up and said, Judge, I have something to say about that. Oh, he's not going to jail. So not the 30 days jail. Said, Judge, listen, can we stipulate that the community service be done anywhere except with Scientology? Scientology is not, yes, it's a 501, but it's not really a 501. It's just a bunch of like front groups. And there were probably 30 people in the room between the judge, the bailiffs, the lawyers, the public defenders, the state attorney, and all the people in the gallery. So I had the opportunity to say that, by definition, they're a cult. By definition, they're a crime organization. A religion has a deity and has prayer and worship, and this does not have that. It's not that. It is a cult, it's a crime organization, and they don't actually offer any legitimate types of charitable work, even though they're 501(c)(3), and they came by that feloniously, or I don't know what fancy words I was using. So, and then his lawyer said, he goes, that would be against my client's First Amendment rights, because we can't tell him they can't go to his own church for that. And he didn't say it like that. Um, uh, I don't know why people feel like they have to do voices when they talk about other people, but so the judge kind of agreed that he didn't want to make it sticky that way. He was a really good judge, really nice judge. He's the same judge that if you follow the armed fisherman, who was the guy who was in court next door to Aaron a month ago, who helped who helped the jury understand that Michael Taylor, the armed fisherman, was innocent, which I agree. He was innocent. Michael is a good guy, and what he did was not at all something that the city should have been pursuing. I hope that, and I do believe that there might be some civil rights action taken against the city in Michael Taylor's case. So that's really good too. But anyway, where was I? Did I tell the whole story? Let's see, 12 months probation, 850 or $875 in fees, court costs and that sort of thing. I feel like there was one other thing. Anyway, it was so much better than what anybody would have predicted on August 8th, thinking that, oh, police never do anything. Well, if you keep calling them, the police do something. All right. I just want you to know that even if it feels kind of weird and even if it takes a little bit of work, and what I mean a little bit of work is 7 times I had to take off of work in the morning and I lost pay because of that. Not $875 worth. He's paid more than I am. But I mean, it's uncomfortable. You know, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to make calls to the state attorney's office and you have to go to the justice center and sit in a courtroom and sit among all the people in their best wife beater that they've got when they go to court. Because everybody dresses up for court around here. It's Florida. Kidding. They don't dress they don't dress for court around here. It's pretty amazing. But I think too, people don't have a big wardrobe and they just kind of have what they have and they wear what they have. So anyway, um, so haven't been watching the little chat here. Oh, Northern Girl, yeah. I mean, I saw okay, so what I said was, so what I said was, Judge, after they said this, well, violation of First Amendment rights, I said, listen, if he's such a good guy, then why not just do it for another organization that has nothing to do with Scientology? It's 25, you guys, 25 hours. 25 hours is 1 week of a part-time job. It is nothing. Probation for this guy, I mean, he's like a 76-year-old, 74-year-old Scientologist. Probation for him is nothing. It's literally nothing. He lives in California. He's going to do his probation via mail, like Zoom. I mean, this is nothing. This is like a 10-minute visit and a couple of checks he's got to write, for the probation. It's not anything. He doesn't, he's not worried about drinking and not being able to eat gummies or whatever. You guys, the Albanese gummies are amazing, right? I'm not a Haribo girl anymore. I grew up on the Haribo and it's Albanese, but that's not the gummies I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other gummies. But he doesn't need to worry about that. I mean, he's a 70-year-old man on probation. But he pleaded no contest, so he's not going to have any convictions. So when he goes to apply for a job, he's not going to. You can honestly say he's never been convicted of anything. Good for him. Um, I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, it's not like the jury trial I was hoping, and for him to be found guilty. But it's still a huge win, right? I think it's a huge win. All right. There was something else I want to talk about. What else do I want to say? Um, maybe somebody said something before that. Sorry. Okay. Egbert Olafs, hello, sister. Oh, I already said hi, sister of the moon, but I'm saying hi again. Saw your name again. George, I don't see Mindy out here. She's rehabbing a room in her house. So I think she's stuck at the Lowe's or something. But she might be out to join us later. Today we've got Sarasota Jerry, Pinellas Joe, Clearwater Eric, Clearwater Cheryl, me, and that's it for today. But yeah, Lauren's got work. People are out of town. Francisco's not here. Kasri, hello. Where's Aaron? What, am I not good enough for you? Aaron is in California. I am hosting his show for him tonight at aiming up there, just giving you a better shot of my forehead. We are at the Fort Harrison Hotel, which is the epicenter in connection with the flag building. This really is a beautiful building, you guys. I can't wait until it becomes our convention center. Really looking forward to that. We're taking reservations. If you want to have your event here for your company or your business or your massive state organization,
Batch.
get your CEs here after we get them out. The cult will crumble, but the building will still be here. I don't know, Northern Girl, if he's technically got a criminal record because if you if you say if you play no contest, I don't know if that gives you that kind of a criminal record. I think there's a record of it. But like I said, when you go to when you go to apply for a job or anything where they ask you if you've ever been convicted of anything, a volunteer work or something somewhere, you can honestly answer no and move on to the next question. When you under these conditions. So uh, oh gosh, there's more chat. Hey, Claire Gray. Irish girl, did I already say hi? Yeah. Uh, they did do something, but it's not without, you do have to follow up. I think when there are hundreds of cases for something, oh, Cheryl wrote some stuff over here. You know, when the police department is handling hundreds of complaints about this and that and noise complaints and cars being broken into or drugs or whatever. Let's see. Stop mocking up your reactive mind. Claire Cog, you live in a prison of your own mocking. Awesome. Look at how the beautiful flowers that are over here decorating what she wrote. And here's our correction. Cult of Scientology. I'll do this part in a little while. Shoot, I forgot what I was talking about already. Again. Oh, yeah. When they've got a ton of things going on already, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. It's like that everywhere in life. You know, if you're trying to get your airline tickets fixed or, whatever you got going on, you do have to follow up with people. Otherwise, your file goes to the bottom of the pile. It's just the way it is. That's how workplaces are. That's how things tick. So, yeah. But I'm going to say it wasn't too much effort. Oh, sorry. Whoopsies. Okay. CML 12150. Is that what they call you at work? 12150? Just kidding. Buckle up, Buttercup. How you doing? Yeah. A lot of people have been asking about that car episode. But it was dealt with. Kazi. Yes. Aaron and Jenna, I believe, will be protesting tomorrow. I think that's the general plan. I don't know the specifics about the time, place, or the agenda. Hey, Gary Gilpin. no contest is the same as a guilty verdict in Oregon. I mean, in my opinion, it's the same thing as a guilty, as pleading guilty, because obviously, if you're not guilty, why would you be accepting 12 months of probation and community service and having to pay $850? Basically what you're saying is, yeah, I'm guilty. I just don't want it on my record. So I don't know if it's just like a matter of like a little tweak on the paperwork or what, but essentially, I think in all practical terms, it clearly means that what I love, the part that I find so juicy is that in the days before the last pretrial, this one that I went to where this happened, that lawyer had to say, "Dude, dude, there ain't no way we're gonna win this. There's no way a jury is gonna listen to this and see these videotapes of this lady getting hit by a car on a sidewalk by you 3 times, and you just driving away, and now you're acting like it was all her fault, and you had a right to hit her because you were scared of her because she was a protester," or whatever they were gonna say. So the fact that the lawyer had to say, "We're not gonna win this, you better plead no contest. That's your best way out of this." I love that.
And back.
Yes, Buttercup, you just said it correctly, that you're avoiding the factual admission of guilt. Can you walk around the back of the Fort Harrison? Want to see if the public welcome park is open. Oh, yeah, we can take a walk back there. I hesitate only because it's facing the sun and it's so dang hot. There's no air conditioning out here. Like, think you're gonna sit in the shade, you're gonna get cooled off, and it just doesn't happen. Hey, Martha Meringue. Oh, reading the chat and not paying attention to the little walk figure. That's right. Got a couple seconds left. Okay. So we're walking on the north side of the Fort Harrison Hotel into direct sunlight. All right, let me just stop for a second to read. Okay, I forgot to ask Aaron about the anger management thing because I, ah, it just was such a lovely morning. Um, Walking out of that courtroom, walking out of the courthouse. Um, but I was going to ask him about the anger management because when you had the TR training, and then you have to go to like a public issued anger management thing. Like, does Scientology have its own anger management like wing for just this sort of situation where they have somebody that is certified to deliver this type of anger management training? I don't know, but I love that. Just love it that he has to go outside of his comfort zone. That's really what I wanted him to do with the community service. I mean, I can bang out 25 hours of community service in a half a week. That's just nothing. But for a Scientologist who's not used to doing it, like if it was real community service, um, this is the back of the Fort Harrison. These right here are the cabana rooms. It's really cute, right? The French doors and the French windows. They're not called French windows, I don't think, but you know what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, just the idea that he has to do that. But I do really wanted him to have to go work at a soup kitchen, like a real place where you're really helping people, where you're really interacting with the general public who needs help, doing that sort of thing. Really was hoping the judge would agree with me, but I think he probably did the right thing. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about was my feelings on what some of the uh, city council said. I'll talk about that when we come back over to flag. Oh, had to run away from me. She's coming. She's coming. Whoops. I don't know how to lock this thing. Yeah, I don't know what you can see. My stick of truth is not that extensive. This is just my gimbal. And I know they have some gimbals that telescope 4 or 5 feet. This one only goes about a foot or so. Okay. So Pinellas County Courthouse, it's one of our county buildings that is going to be up for grabs at some point. So they put this fencing up around this park here. And this is the park that's part of their courtyard, the hotel's courtyard. It's actually a separate property. Little camera right there. Everybody say hi. Hi. Um, but they just don't want you to see what's going on at all. So, so pretty, right? Scientologists do good work. RPF or whoever's doing that. What is what's the other one called? The state force, whatever that one is. The groundskeepers and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, I can just keep talking and not saying anything and just keep telling you guys you know what I'm talking about. All right. I know Sharona, whenever I look at the Peace Memorial Presbyterian Church, I think the same thing. I just want to wrap my arms around them. I'm just so grateful that they're here, standing tall and proud. Well, maybe not proud. Proud, we don't want to be proud, right? That's not a churchy thing to be. But I hope they are a little proud. They should be proud of themselves. Yeah, George, I think they will claim that that they have those courses themselves. I think you have to have some sort of a basic certification to deliver that course. So they'll probably figure out a way to do that, and that way he won't even have to go do that. Deborah Andrus, correct. I think about this all the time when I'm in, because I've been going to the courthouse for other things too, and sitting in these trials. And I see people, the judge and the state attorney really are not, in general, they're not, they're not sadistic, you know, they really just want to settle the stuff. You've been put out, you've been inconvenienced because of the stupid choices you've made, driving drunk or driving without a license or breaking into your girlfriend's car, whatever dumb thing you did. Um, and this is the third time you've had to come to court, and you've had to pay fines, and you've had to ask for work off. And now we're going to put you on some sort of probation or whatever. So, the judge and the state attorney seem to think that that's really kind of adequate for some of these um, little transgressions. And then when Scientology clearly slammed the door, there was no way Aaron would have just thrown himself into Andrew. if the door thing didn't happen. You know, that was an actual direct consequence of them trying to slam the door on him. Whether he, you know, enjoyed enjoyed the interaction or not or whatever, they initiated that. You know, they started it. And it was just punctuated by him falling into Andrew. So absolutely ridiculous that he got 30 days and that the guy who purposely hit me with a car without me initiating anything with him doesn't even get that. Wasn't even arrested, was not cuffed, did not have to go to jail, did not have to figure out how to get a hold of his friend to pay his bail to get him out. You know, none of that. He has really suffered no consequences except that he had to hire a lawyer and they had to worry a lot. And if he has kids, maybe his kids worried a lot and his wife worried a lot. And that's good. If he lost a little bit of sleep because of that, if he had to do some extra sec check or auditing or whatever to get the engrams from whatever he did to pull this in, you know, hopefully it caused him a little bit of distress because that's how we learn. That's what I say. um, you know, in the real world, that's how we learn. That's why we change our behavior and try to think of better ways to do things, get our act together. I know that's not how Scientologists do it, but Martha Meringue, he got 12 months probation, $875, $875 fine. Oh, and a stay away order. He's got to stay away from me. Yeah. 25 hours of community service. Did I mention the stay away order? He lives in California, so it's not a big deal. Frankly, I don't even really remember what he looks like. So, all right. So here we are again. Oh, Patrick Dolan. I'm really backed up in the chat. So sorry, I'm just answering your question right now. We are in Clearwater, Florida at the spiritual headquarters of Scientology. We just walked around from the back of the Fort Harrison Hotel, which is the ground zero of the operation, just to see if they had opened up their park in the back there. Not sure why they have that. Like, we haven't been back there in a long time. I don't know why they have that big fence back there. Trying to trap all their members inside, I guess. No, Joel, it was a white Ford station wagon, elderly. Now that I'm getting to be close to that age, it's not so elderly anymore. I think the guy is probably like 72, 73, 74. He's probably had a birthday in the meantime because that's how long stuff takes to happen in the judicial system. And his wife, and he pulled up to drop his wife off and he purposely kept nudging at me. I kept backing up as he hit me with his car each time. Even though he was plenty under the awning. It was drizzling a little bit that night. And he was plenty under the awning. He did not need to keep moving up. I've stood there in front of the Fort Harrison many times over the years, protesting with my sign, and it's never been an issue. You know, people generally don't purposely hit you with their car, even Scientologists. Oh, yeah. Scott, if he does something anywhere, and I mean, if he does something anywhere, I think that's a violation of probation. Um, yeah, but I doubt it. I mean, he's a 70. I mean, unless he goes around doing stuff like this because he thinks he's all that and he has a right to hit people. So if he's at Target in California and he thinks he can get away with this there and he does the same kind of thing, yep, that would be a violation of probation. And I don't know what that means because I guess he would go to jail. So we can only hope for the best. We can only hope that he continues to make bad choices. No, I'm kidding. I really don't want him hitting anybody else. I was lucky and I was able to mitigate. So I was not hurt, but easily somebody could have been hurt, especially somebody that already has physical issues. Easily could have been hurt in that situation. I was fortunately able to mitigate. Estate Project Force, EPF. George, thank you. I was going to say the estate planners. I don't think they have estate planners though. EPF, that's right. RPF, EPF. That's the Scientologies. Oh, the Cranes, new year, new name. The Crane, I believe that the property that we passed on the way over here. Whoa, sunshine. Um, the property right there and the Cranes are building a parking garage, and the Cranes are there to whatever you got to do to put pilings really deep into the ground here in Florida, whatever that means. Um, I believe that parking garage is city property. I don't think it's church property. I have not gotten further clarification on that. Uh, yeah. Scientology has a really nice parking garage um, on the back corner right through there. But I don't think the Scientologists like to park there because it's a long walk. If they are going into the hotel, they have to like park there and walk that whole way. And who wants to walk past all those protesters? So uh yeah. That's okay. You're fine. Sweet. Oh, maybe she meant she didn't want to get in the camera because she didn't want to be photographed. I think it was really she was just being conscientious and didn't want to get in the way of filming. Kids are so I know we talk about kids these days and how awful the kids are these days, but honestly, every time I meet kids, I think they're fantastic. They really are our future. And I think we need to sure we're all doing the right things and setting good examples and teaching good lessons. All right. Oh, sorry. Still not I'm not good at this paying attention to the chat thing. Jeez. Oh, the field trips Irish girl. Yeah. One day when Aaron comes back, I will do field trip of where I chalk on this sidewalk here. And I do this whole around this whole block. The Scientologists necessarily have to walk here, and they don't have hoses or electric equipment that they could just plug in here. So I like to chalk there. So when all the things get back to normal again, I'll be doing more of that. And around the downtown area, I like to go in front of the library building where a lot of people see what I've written, but also Scientologists tend to walk in front of the library because it's right next to the sandcastle. And that's where they got to walk through that area. They've come out with a broom and swept that off before. So I have to get some, you know how ladies, you know how when you get some uh eyeshadow and some of it's like almost creamy and it comes off real easy too, but it goes on really nice. And then the other stuff is like hard and it doesn't come off on the brush or on your applicator at all. Like chalk is like that. There are some types of chalk that just like skip over the sidewalk, and then there are some that just really grip, and the powder like gets embedded, sticks really nice to the concrete. So you kind of just got to play around. Also, I found that different colors, this is true both with chalk and with eyeshadow, different colors of the same brand in the same box. Some of them are softer and more, the lights just went out. Some of them are softer and more easy to apply. It's the same thing with the chalk, right out of the same box. So mentions a no king rally in that area. Did that happen around there? Not specifically, Joel, not specifically in the downtown, in this downtown Clearwater area. We did have several. We had one in Clearwater and one in the St. Petersburg area of Pinellas County. So I think there were at least two in Pinellas County. Oh, yes, we had at least two in Pinellas County. Um, they had several down in Sarasota. It's interesting because obviously, Florida, if you don't know, Florida is a very red state, and Sarasota tends to be a very red kind of place. But the No Kings marches there are very popular, and it seems that not everybody is being true to their party anymore. They're still their party, but they are not just blindly going with what they think they need to stay committed to. So, um, yeah, the protests have been pretty common. Oh, Martha Meringue. Yes, of course, the car hitting me was my fault. I must have pulled it in. It was my fault because I should have been protesting, I guess. RIP account. We are in Clearwater. This is the Fort Harrison Hotel and the Flag Building in downtown Clearwater, Florida. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even feature this. Yeah, we have a new addition. Um, I really like this. I think when we do it in different applications, we are going to totally forgot to show you this before. I just started talking. If I start talking, all the agenda goes to the side. Um, I think in the dark, having it in different places and maybe duplicating it in different ways. But also, we have this alien, this guy we don't see around here too often, standing here with us. Nice that he can always be here with us in spirit. Right. And we've got Sarasota Jerry and
Well, Friday to you. Hang on to your credit cards. The registers are in lower conditions. They're gonna be hammering you all night for money.
Jerry's got the script down. So we got Sarasota Jerry and we got Pinellas Joe. Is that what you're going by? Pinellas Joe?
Dunedin Joe.
Dunedin Joe? Okay. Now, Jamie said might try to pop out here tonight, but I think he's working. He goes, yeah, I'm working tomorrow night, but I might try to come. I'm like, what are you talking about? Gonna try to come. Are you gonna play hooky from work? No, Jamie is very responsible. The stay away order. Okay, so it's not George, the stay away order is not like the 500 feet that Aaron has. So, I mean, even if he just went around, like got dropped off at the back of the Fort Harrison, I think that would fulfill the obligation of staying away from me. That he just can't be near me to hurt me, kind of thing. But if he knows what's good for him, then he probably should stay much further away. But I can see him doing a lot of work down at the sandcastle or whatever else. And I am becoming a little more unpredictable here. I'm showing up here during the week. Oh, that's kind of what I want to talk about too. Just because Deb wrote that book And there's so many different ways to protest and to advocate. Yeah, you can do a documentary, you can sing music, make an album, create websites. Um, you can call your local elected officials. You can rally people to vote in a way that benefits the anti-Scientology movement. You can talk to your coworkers and anybody you know. Get into uh, important conversations with them that maybe, you eat lunch with them every day. You need to have something to talk about. Just reminding people. And you can write a book for people who leave Scientology and need to know the resources for that. Um, yeah. So these people look like they were, oh boy. Um, okay. Just always thinking, what is going on? Just have to wonder what the thought bubbles are as people are getting ready to come here. Oh, Sharona. Apparently Aaron is in here. Yeah, Aaron, get out of here. It's my channel now. The replay? He's gonna watch the replay? Why isn't he watching it live? I mean, he thank goodness he came in here and at least gave it a view. Did he hit the like button? Ugh, Aaron.
Wonderful Clearwater, have a happy Cold Friday.
No, Mindy is delayed and probably, she is going to pick up, if you're still here, Aaron, she's gonna get the stuff from you, but tonight didn't work out very well. We're kind of on a skeleton crew here tonight, which is okay. Oh wow, these mosquitoes are flying around my face right now. Go get it, Jeff. We do not do this every day. Um, over the years when the weather has been good, I've been out here 5, 6 days a week. Um, now that it's getting hotter out, I will limit that. Probably be out here just 2 days, 3 days a week. Uh, so go get a Jeff. It's just a fun name to say. Aaron and Jenna will be in, or they are in California right now. And I believe they were planning on protesting a bit tomorrow, possibly in the um, Hollywood, what's it called? That walk, the stars, Hollywood Boulevard, right? I don't know how long that is. I think it's a really long road. Oh, I am really back in chat because people are commenting to things I was talking about 10 minutes ago. I need to hurry up. Talk in front of the gaslight alley. Yes, I have been envisioning doing that. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Uh, I was gonna do that before coming out here tonight and film that as my first stop, but maybe I'll do that next week. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, time just gets away from me. It's everything is always back to back. Uh, servant of King Jesus. You might have met on my own channel, Definite Trouble Source on YouTube. Um, I did do a a get ready with me makeover where I used the blue chalk. That's my makeup. So you can check that out. It's not that great. It was only the first couple of seconds of the video. Oh, I like that idea, George. The PBS franchise. Is PBS still around? I thought they stopped PBS. Question. Adcox, all building in California that Scientology owns. I am so sorry. I don't know what the question is.
Watch out for registered lower conditions. They're gonna hammer you all night for 4 months.
Got to get a Jeff. I have a website, endscientology.org, and I have some really basic preliminary information about that, and I have some links to former Scientologists being interviewed. Basically, it's a self-help cult, and it's not a religion, but they have fleeced millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars from their members. So they have a ton of money. It's a smaller cult now, probably have the fewest membership than they've ever had. Um, but they engage in human trafficking, child labor, bunch of stupid stuff. Wait, coffee. Oh, Maryland, in front of the Christian Science reading room. I don't think I realized that that is where that happened.
Oh,
This guy was, I think my noise canceling is still on, but this truck was honking for the last mile up here. Um, hmm. Zenu saves. Yes. Is it Sucht offen? Sucht offen. Mhm. Oh yeah, make sure you hit the like if you're just coming in. We got to get like 500 likes, at least 500 before the night is over, so that Aaron feels bad that he didn't get 500 likes during the live stream. Sure. Uh,
oh, water.
hey, lovey cats. Andrew Mays. Sorry if I've missed some of you. Nick Kidd. Yeah, I forgot what the other story was. I don't know if I told the other story. What was the other story? Oh, I think I was just going to talk about my feelings about the Clearwater City Council. Let's see. Okay, that bench is in the shade now, so I'll just give you a broader view and get a little bit further away from the traffic. You guys can't hear the honks, but I feel like I have to shout over them just out of habit. So, yeah, real minimal talking. I'm gonna have to put this down in a little bit and do some more talking. Geez, it's 7:45 already. How long have we been going? 104 minutes. That's wow. 120 is 2 hours, right? It didn't even feel like that. Well, for me, I'm sure you guys are like, I'm sure you guys are noticing how long time has been. Okay, so my opinions are this. Let's see, who went up first? Ryan Cotton. Totally missed the point, and I guess is it gaslight? We call everything gaslighting. This isn't gaslighting, but it's gaslighting adjacent. So Save the Garden itself originally was it was born out of the community need to preserve the African American culture and historical space that Garden Avenue is, the longer section of Garden Avenue, but that whole area. And the people that kind of came around to kind of help set up so much honking, you guys. Okay. Um, are churchy people. Okay. And the churchy people I'm talking about are Brooks Gibbs. Brooks Gibbs, I believe, is a pastor at his church. And not just him and a few people, but a number of people from the church that were very disappointed in the idea that the whole African American history was starting to get overwritten by all of the other stuff. Okay, so but it wasn't a church movement. Save the Garden has never been a church movement. It's been about preserving that street, Garden Avenue, and keeping it from being sold to Scientology. So as that became a bigger deal, and the community started learning about it, and yeah, we decided we shouldn't have to work so hard to keep the street from being sold. So Brooks Gibbs, who is not just a pastor, he's a lot of other things, and he is a community activist. Oh, here's Mindy. Here comes Mindy. Yay. Um, well, anyway, this is not a religious movement, but Ryan Cotton shamed the Save the Garden group because he was saying you're supposed to be Christians and you're supposed to be blah, 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 all this stuff. And that we have lost our vision or whatever because, hey,
I made it.
we did make it. So, oh, look what you're wearing, a little Scientology.org. Go to the
Did it.
website if you want to know more. Did you get all your flooring and
Yeah.
your business taken care of?
Took me a few hours, but I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we're still out here having a good old time.
feels good.
Yeah. I'm a little sweaty, but
Talk about sweat.
yeah. So I'm just talking about my opinions about last night, the reactions that the city council members had. Just saying that Ryan Cotton was trying to make it about how we've lost our vision, that this should be a religious, Jesus-based kind of thing.
And
And
not
that's
at all.
nothing. And he totally missed the point
Yeah.
that, it's not just, okay, so I'll go to the end. The mayor started saying something about the Jesus stuff and the religion stuff. And I was like, who was talking about the Jesus? I don't remember that part. And he was actually confronting and shattering Ryan Cott for having said that because I think it made Rector very uncomfortable for this other council member to talk about all this Jesus, like do all this preaching up there when this had nothing to do with that. And he even said, there are people of all kinds of religions or don't even believe in Jesus or atheists, and he smiled as he said it, like he was happy about that. Like anybody can be doing this, and he actually wanted to, I think, counter what Ryan said and to show his support for the general community, which is a good political move for any mayor to do, that you're not shutting down anybody who's not a Jesus believer. But anyway, I thought that was good that the mayor did that. Um, the
Auburn.
Albritton thing,
Sunday,
I was
the
cringing.
yelling, the finger
I
pointing.
was glaring. I mean, just the self-righteous. I was in construction all these years. You're not going to get anybody to come down here if we pass this. This is not, we all know, this is not about keeping a contractor, a developer from purchasing 5 units of land and building a huge apartment complex on it that might include a dead end street that nobody was using anyway. And of course we would all vote, sure, they can have that. This isn't about saying no to everyone. This is about saying no to this horrific crime organization and not giving them any of the streets. We just want the voters to be the ones to say yes or no. one of the people that spoke made a really good point. I've heard people make this point before, but why not just let the voters do it so then the city council members don't have to take the heat for it, you know? Um, Lena Teixeira
That was
trying to be fair, trying to sound fair. I don't know what her political motivations are. I know people like she's gotten some positive accolades. I don't trust any of them. Mike Menino talking way too long about nothing. As per usual. So it was anyway, I think I do know what they're saying. I do know that there's some legitimate concern about developers, but we could have a workaround with that. It doesn't, let's talk about that. And, let's talk about how 8,000 residents, not necessarily voters or registered voters, but 8,000 people said, you know, and we turned away people because they said they weren't registered.
100%.
So let's say 1,000, and that's, I think, not being very generous. I'm sure it was over 1,000, 10,000. The 10,000 people saying we don't want that. When asked, we don't want you to sell the streets. How about you just not sell the streets? Also, David Albritton gave this whole cartoonish explanation of what vacate the land means, and he was deliberately misleading what it was. It's a lot more complex than that. And I can't wait until he's gone. Just go live his best life, retired somewhere, and leave us all alone.
Somewhere else.
You've done enough damage here. So anyway, that's I again really far back on the what? What?
Yeah. This guy's like flipping his lid off because this part didn't go.
Oh, yeah.
Just angry people.
Yeah.
I pulled over today on the way here. Oh, not on the way here, on the way with my last load to the house. I got pulled over.
Oh, did you check yourself out?
No, it's fine. I mean, because I had so much weight in the truck,
Yeah.
I was going really slow and I was on Highway 19. And from Lowe's all the way to about maybe a half a mile before I had to make a
Yeah, George Massey. By the way, this is
George?
This is Mindy. Mindy, George is one of the mods on Aaron's channel.
Oh, I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, someday we'll have to get to meet. Yeah, George, if you could get rid of that troll growing up in Scientology, that would be fantastic. We don't need this cult of Costco guy talking in here this whole time. Yeah. I'm so sorry. How far back am I in this chat? Joel Torres Mejia, Frio Neverin. Haven't seen you in a while. Stephen Smith, Val W. Oh, Val, you've been in here. Sorry. I mean, hi again, but geez, I am so far back. Okay. All right. Maybe I should just skip over and just go down to the bottom of the chat. I am so sorry, you guys. Mindy's not helping because she's distracting me now.
Distractor.
Tiggy, I saw you in there before. I didn't say hi.
Fine. On that note, I'm gonna go hold up.
Okay. She's gonna go protest while she's here protesting. Okay. Uh nice to sit down. Oh, we only need 132 more to get 500. Is that on here somewhere? Oh, up at the top. Yeah, I see that. Somebody's doing good math. Oh, come on, you guys. We can do it. It's 7:55 in the next 5 minutes. I'm not shutting down yet. I feel like I'm still talking about something. I don't know. I keep interrupting myself. But in the next 5 minutes, let's see if we can get up to 400 in the next 5 minutes. Oh, look at that. You guys, this is like QVC when they keep showing you how many have been sold. Although I think on QVC, they're just making it up. They're like, oh, we just 18,000 sold, 19,000 sold. No. Yeah. Oh, guys, you can do okay. Just to get to 400 in the next 5 minutes. Let's see, we need, what is that? 28 more likes. If you're lurking and you think that if you hit the like button that somehow somebody will be able to connect you to the internet, That is not true. So if you're just lurking, it's fine to hit the like button. Nobody will ever know you were here. Um, yeah. Oh, free Flavio. Yes, I need to write. Okay, that's what I need to do. It's almost 8 o'clock, you guys. I have not, I might just have to sprinkle chalk because I don't know if I can, oh, I have this big, okay, let's use up this orange. Let's use up this orange chalk. All right, where should I put this? The orange looks better on, um, uh, hmm, I don't know if the orange will show up on the brick. I'll do it on the brick too. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see, what should I write? Flavio? Oh, maybe I haven't done that in a while. Bye. Hey, I think I did the picture of Nate in it.
Come on, Mateo.
You gotta go before it gets dark. Mateo's here. What's he doing? Like, is he really guarding anything? I mean, he's clearly up to something if he's over here, right? Okay, you guys keep an eye on him. I know Eric and Cheryl do as well, but oh yeah. Oh, you guys.
Sorry, that was done.
Yeah.
All right. So when this dries, it'll pop. Flavio, call your parents and a heart because we love Flavio. We love all the Sea Org members, actually. Now, those in the higher executive branch have gotten a little carried away with their egos. I don't know how you feel about Mike Rinder, but I feel like he's a good example of somebody whose probably innate personality made him a very good Sea Org exec, because some people are just a little more like that than others. Okay. That's not very much. I need to, let's jazz things up a little. I mean, it's already 8 o'clock. Oh, 8 o'clock. It's 8:02, 390. You guys were so close. We need 10 more to get 400. 10 more to get 400, you guys. Come on. Let me know that all this chalking I'm doing isn't for naught. Isn't just in vain. I'm smurfing its ass. I'm smurfing the sidewalk's ass. Oops. Sorry, I'm probably not supposed to use that language. Is Aaron in here? Erica, you can't be co-host. You can't be guest hosting anymore if you're going to be using that kind of language. He's going to tell me. Because you know how Aaron is. It's very altar boy. That looks better. Don't you think? This looks really good. Okay, let me keep going here. Let it rain. I love it. It's you guys can't tell, but this is secret writing. It says Scientology. The Scientology sucks. If you go up in the sky, if you're up there, like on the 7th floor or higher, and you squint your eyes, it says Scientology sucks. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. That's what it says. Especially if you have cause over mess, you don't even have to squint your eyes to see the truth that it says Scientology sucks. That's really pretty, don't you think? I love it. I'm running out of this blue. Oh no. I haven't really talked to my protesting friends over here tonight. I'm telling you, you guys have been keeping me busy with walk and chalk and talk. Oh wait, I cut up. Okay. All right, emptying this out. Okay. Oops.
And they considered it an absolute disgrace. The guy came
Oh.
out.
Oh, no, go ahead. Well, did you want to chalk? I forgot. I didn't leave a lot of room.
No, go ahead, go ahead. I'm tired today. I did a little bit over there.
Yeah.
You know where we're going, sister?
What?
Said, you know where we're going, sister?
Where are we going? Oh, it's by up there.
I'm disgusting, but I need a nice place. That's the
Okay. I'm using up this jar, this bottle. It was only half full. You know, they love coming out here and cleaning this. Because it gives them something to do. And they get to come out here, come outside and do this. So $3.96, you guys, 4 more. Come on, 4 more to get 400. I didn't realize I could see on. Yeah. All right. All right, we got some more. This is kind of a green. Oh, this doesn't come out as smoothly. This is too much work for me. I gotta keep shaking it. Some of it gets a little compact. Okay, well, that's the one. I think this is why I keep picking this one up and putting it back in here. Because okay, I'm gonna keep this empty blue one. It's because I'm gonna refill it. I've got bags of blue stuff at home. You guys have been so generous. Aaron's had it on his whatever that shopping thing is called. Wish list. And this one doesn't come out either. Somebody just shouted down there from his car that he loves us so much. So who's the guy? It's Kadinsky. Who is the artist? Oh, Kadinsky? Kaczynski was the Unabomber, right? Are you supposed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. Maybe I'm so far in that it doesn't matter. All right. Oh, one more, you guys. Who is holding out and not hitting the like button? 300. Be number 400. Come on. Let's see. Be number 400. Still 3. Oh, who was it? Who was number 400? Put yourself in the chat. Who was it? Who was it? 402. Somebody trying to compete with you. Story we leave. Were you number 400? Who was 400? Are you just announcing 400? Oh. Hi. You know, it's what we do. Got to give the Scientologists something to do. Smurf them. Yep. Yeah, sure do. This guy knows. This guy knows the lingo. Smurf him, he said. I don't know what you guys can hear from over there. Oh, Craig. Wait, Craig to. Oh, Miller. I'm so sorry. 401. Do you know? I don't know if I've told this on Aaron's channel before. When Aaron had like 900, he had 99,900 something views, subscribers. And I wanted to be 100,000. So every day when I come home from work, I check his videos, see if he posts anything and what his what his hey, how are ya?
What do you guys protest?
What are we protesting?
Love Scientology.
Yes.
You love Scientology. You try to say that with a straight face.
What's the cool thing with that?
The 80s and 90s to be educated. We've seen it here and there on YouTube.
Yeah.
TikTok and Instagram.
So Scientology is essentially it's a self-help kind of thing.
Mm.
It's not a religion, but they claim to be a religion. And when they suck you in, you pay thousands and thousands of dollars for everything you have to do, but they keep telling you need more and more and more. And it's a very brainwashing kind of thing, and a lot of people are in it for years and years. And I am. I don't know where the mosquitoes came from. Put chalk on the sidewalk? No.
Can I put chalk on the sidewalk?
You can't.
Hey, get a video.
Good.
They fill up the doors.
You're bad.
Whoa. Not working.
Yeah, you gotta shake it a little. It gets clogged in the nozzle.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Does anybody else want to get some aggression out? Or
Beautiful.
okay.
Child abuse, elder abuse, they disconnect everyone's families. It's
Oh,
really good shit. Holy shit, yeah.
You brought the mosquitoes with you.
They're bad.
They are really bad. Yeah. Anybody else?
I've seen the videos of them out there in California too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the spiritual headquarters, and LA is the regular headquarters. So we have a lot of people here.
Yeah, the LA.
But
Yeah, I have seen. Yeah.
Yeah, kids have been just going nuts, man. Like 13, 15, 20 kids will run in, haul balls throughout the place, and then get the hell out
Mhm.
before security gets them. And then they map it out. This shit's so raw. So then they know, like, okay, you go left, and then the next ones know to go right, you go up. It's crazy.
I've seen that like they're kind of here. I've seen them on TikTok.
You can try it.
See, before when I was talking about kids and how we have to be good role models,
That's why
that's what I'm talking about. I'm out here covering this place with orange and with orange chalk, and they're like, "Is that illegal?" No. Oh, can I do it? Yeah, because what my point is, you can do things that are not illegal. You can do things that engage you or you participate without hurting anybody, just having fun. You know, not everything has to be a big banner on an overpass, although I think that is a fantastic idea. Not everything has to be a big banner on the corner of Chestnut and Fort Harrison with people honking horns. Sometimes, like I said, it's calling your state representatives. It's encouraging people to vote for people who are against Scientology, or voting for people who are running against somebody who is definitely supportive of Scientology. So here we go. What do you think? I love it. I like the juxtaposition of the blue and the orange with the burnt clay of the pavers. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when the people up there are reading the blue squiggles, they're squiggles to you, but like I said, it says Scientology sucks from far away. It's like a marching band. When you're up high in the bleachers, it looks better than when you're low on the ground. Okay. I thought of that because somehow those marching band videos came into my feed. Cannot stop watching. Pretty amazing. And if you watch them on 3X, it's even better. I won't explain it. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Now I feel like I'm just pushing you guys. 135 minutes. That's more than 2 hours.
Huh?
That's more than, it's 135 minutes that I've been going. How long have you been going?
2:30.
230? 230 minutes? Wait.
50 minutes.
Oh, so 150 minutes. So it's like 15 more minutes. Wait a minute. 130.
It's 2 hours, 27 minutes.
Yeah, more, but it's okay. You guys came out here 15 before I did. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, when do I just keep going or
So many.
I don't know what to do. Is Aaron still in here? Am I supposed to keep going? Oh, it's 412. Well, now we got to get up to 500. I got to stay out here until we get 500. We got 412.
Y'all can legally, what is the liquid that y'all put on the side? Well, this is stock. It's
Oh,
not-
okay. I do need to drink my water.
Yeah, still it's the same thing. It's just dot. Hey, Bob, yeah.
All right, you guys, I have to put you down for a second because I got to drink some water. You have a good enough view of the garbage can? Is that good? Good placement right there? All right. Ah, shoot, got chalk all over. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like, man.
It's interesting. We get different vibes every night that we're out here. Sometimes we have, like, there might not be any events going on in the city, but we'll have like this couple and that couple and this family and another family and a couple of individuals and people riding by on their bikes and they stop and they talk to us. And then some nights, um, there's not a whole lot of that, but as we get later into the night, we get the interesting characters. Like, look at the sky. Do you guys, are you looking at this? I mean, it looks like it's a fake, like with the lights on over here and the lights on over here. It looks like one of those, what is Thomas Kincaid? Well, not really Thomas Kincaid, but it looks a little bit like two-dimensional almost, right? It doesn't look real.
Thank you.
I love the sky. Let's see if what the sunset looks like between the buildings. Spectacular. Woo! Lots of honks. Look at that sky. Stupid crane in the way. I'm just pointing at the crane. I'm trying to get the sunset, and there's a big old crane in the way. Still, look at the sunset through the crane. That's beautiful. Okay. That's the bridge going over to Clearwater. Anybody living in Clearwater, do you know they're going to keep that Ferris wheel up, or is that just like a seasonal thing that they just put up temporarily? I don't really care for it. I feel like it's a wannabe kind of thing. Like they've done that at Daytona and they've done that at beaches on the coast and lots of places. So I'm like, why do we need a Ferris wheel? What's the story about? What's the story with that? Where are all these buses coming from? Friday night, 8:19. They don't look like they've got like high school football team or basketball team, right? That's not everybody be playing right now. It's supposed to still be in the middle of the game. We had several buses before. This has come up before. I don't know. I'm just talking to myself right now. Thinking out loud. Yeah, there are no kids on those buses. All right. My shirt. Yeah, turn the camera around. My shirt says sponsored by. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I'm looking at the back of the camera right now. Well, careful. You're right, ma'am. She she used her OT 8 hours to keep herself from tripping. She almost fell in front of me. I don't want to embarrass her though. But she's got cause over vest. So that worked out okay for her. She needs to not be so nervous and keep her TRs in when she's around people that are protesting Scientology. You're liable to fall when that happens. We all trip and fall, right? I mean, it happens to everybody.
What we do is, places like this.
And we all save ourselves too. A lot of us are like, woo. I did it a few weeks ago when I was streaming. It saved us. It kept us from falling.
I know, I'm so in right now.
Hmm.
It's crazy. It's like, bro, this shit actually.
All right. Oh, I was talking about getting out of here. Oh, thanks for bringing up, uh, is it Kraka? I really, it's a cute name. I would like to say it correctly. Um, thanks for bringing up Mark Bunker. Um, I might have prompted that with my shirt, but be sure to, since a lot of people are not Clearwater voters, you are able to donate, even if it's just a couple bucks, you know, if 100 people donate $5, that's $5. Um, so yeah, donate whatever you can. You got some change. I think the maximum for the entire campaign period for the whole 3-month period is $1,000. So, you know, if for some reason you've already donated a lot of money, then you know there's a cap on it. But I know some people sometimes have a windfall and they do really well and they feel generous. And then, you know, there are times where you're really trying to scrape by and can't even afford $1. So that makes sense too. Don't push yourself. Don't overextend yourself. But if you are able to support Mark and support Clearwater, Joe's got his End Scientology shirt on. Oh, so does Jerry. Oh, they're all wearing the End Scientology shirt.
The books.
Just not paying attention. Okay, Eric is signing off. Let's see, 4:16. Maybe we need to get to 4:20. 4:20 for any of you who, you know, wink, wink. Very nice. I mean, 4:20 is just a number, but
So take good care of yourselves. Thank you so very much. I will.
okay. All right, the mosquitoes are actually getting pretty bad out here. So I do think I'm going to sign off. It's 8:23 in Clearwater, Florida. And think this might be the end of the evening. If you are enjoying this content, you know, subscribe. You know, you never know what might happen on this channel. Aaron has a lot of information about Scientology, the ins and outs, the details of the mess it is. And he's also got about, I don't know, thousands. Is it 3,000 videos? I'm not even sure. But I appreciate you guys coming out here, having fun with me tonight. Your energy was really great in the chat. I appreciate that. And 4:18, we're almost there to 4:20.
Oh,
Okay, but I do appreciate everyone. Donate to Mark if you can, and everyone have a great evening. It's 4:20. All right, 4:21. Fantastic. All right, good night, everybody.